few months ago we were here and this was a construction zone, and now it's the beautiful kitchen of Linda Gemal from Rejuvenate Your Home. This looks great.
Thank you. Thank you.
So she did this renovation all on your own, your design, but you had a little bit of help here and there.
Absolutely. If there are any load-bearing walls, if you have any electrical wires, plumbing, anything like that that needs to be redone, you don't want to do that yourself. If there's an electrical fire or a flood or something like that because of something you did, it's not going to be covered by insurance.
Okay, there are certain things that you do have to call a professional for.
Yes.
Okay, now just refresh my memory a little bit on what you already had that you worked with and incorporated into the renovation.
So we were lucky enough to have fairly new appliances. So if you have really old dated appliances, that's going to be added to the budget. We had that. The countertop was fairly new, so we kind of had to incorporate that with, so we had to tie that into the color scheme and all that. But that was pretty much the only thing that was here.
There used to be a wall here, right?
Yes.
Yes. So you cut this out?
We had, actually the bottom cabinets, part of the bottom cabinets we kept as well. So I'll talk about that. But there was a wall here. The top cabinets were covering this. The stove was over here.
Stove was here.
We had a refrigerator over there, a big pantry. So this whole area here everything was cramped in this little area, even though the kitchen is a fairly decent size.
Right.
And it felt really cramped. We couldn't see the kids when they were doing their homework in the dining room and all that. So
one thing I really did love about this is that you did some mixing and matching and coordinating. This countertop isn't the same as this countertop.
Right.
These cabinets aren't the same as those cabinets.
Right.
How do you know to do that?
Well, since we couldn't, within the budget, we couldn't replace the countertop. We had some pieces left from there that we could move over here when we moved over the range, but it wasn't enough to fill it up. So we took part of these to tie in with the new tile over there. The base cabinets, we painted most of those in a dark gray to kind of tie in with the black top. And then I went to an outlet cabinet company to find cabinets that somewhat looked the same, but since I tied it all in with the colors, it didn't have to be exactly the same. And then you put the hardware on, it's all going to tie in, and you're not really going to see that it's not exactly the same.
Yeah, I remember you talked about, it's like when you dress yourself. At the very end, you add jewelry. You add a little bling. Yeah. And you added some bling to your kitchen.
Yeah, yeah. And it was the hardware, obviously. It gives that little bling. It picks up from the stainless steel of the appliances. But we have the backsplash.
Right.
Just went to Home Depot and found something that's a little glass, a little of the gray and the black that's tied in there. And that's really inexpensive because it's not a huge area. So
and you were lucky to find something that really pulled your look together.
Right. There's so much out there, though. You're going to find something. And it's such a small area, again, that even if it costs a little bit more, it's going to be okay.
Could you start there, maybe? If you found some beautiful tile and say, okay, this is how I'm going to do my kitchen, that could be your inspiration piece.
Yeah, exactly. Just like you said with jewelry or something like that, you can start with that. You go, I really like this pattern or color, and then take it from there.
I mean, how many times have you bought a pair of shoes and then had to buy an outfit to go with them, right?
It works.
All right, Linda. So if you want to do a budget renovation, it's definitely possible. Just keep in mind a few things.
Elbow grease, you're going to have to put some elbow grease in yourself. It's not going to be cheap if you're going to have to hire somebody to do everything.
Right. And if you don't know your way around a paintbrush, you might want to get some relatives or friends to help.
Maybe, yeah. Okay. Or at least help out, yeah. And you do have to hire somebody when it comes down to the big stuff. Load-bearing walls, electrical, plumbing.
Okay.
So that, that all figures into the budget. But if you can do most of the other stuff yourself, you're going to save big. Go to the outlet stores, browse around the clearance aisles, and then pick some paint that you like. So
sounds good. You make it sound so easy.
It takes some time and it takes some effort, and after a while you forget that it was hard work, and then you're all happy when you get in your kitchen.
And then you're ready for your dining room or some other project.
It's worth it.
All right, thanks, Linda. And Linda can even help you on your own project, and you can reach her through a link to our website, fusionnw.com.